Well, hello everybody, this is DreadPirateDuo, and I'm here with episode 7 of Eco, Global Survival. So what we're doing is, we are doing a couple multiplayers each week, and we're going to do a couple, solos on the same server. I'm sure that everyone else has probably explained that in their video. I'm assuming you've probably got there first. I'm actually online with Cage and with Pam, and we're all doing our own thing right now. But to be honest, I should have probably got some videos done earlier in the week, but life kind of got in the way. So, we've done a whole lot of attempting to work together and get moving in the game, but we haven't really explained a whole lot to the viewers exactly how this game works. We explained, there's the Meteor. The idea is that in a typical game, you have 30 real-time days to build up your planet so that you can destroy the meteor without destroying the ecosystem of the planet, which is a pretty cool little idea that they have going on. They don't have everything in place, so when it comes to things like a climate change model, it's there, but I don't think it's actually in place. The CO2 levels and whatnot don't have an effect just yet. There's also certain things like this chest I have in my inventory here. It has to be placed in a room with at least 4 types of block type log. I can put them on the ground, so that's definitely not in the game just yet. Or maybe they made a decision to not do that. It would suck not to be able to put treasure chests or storage chests down on the ground. So basically, getting more into the game and how the gameplay mechanics work is your nutrition dictates the number of skill points that you get every every real time day. So I currently get 142 skill points per real time day. I've been hoarding my skill points over the last week, so I've used a couple here or there to unlock a skill that I needed to continue researching. But basically, I have to keep my calories up. I have to keep my proteins, fats, vitamins, and carbs balanced to give myself the best daily skill point value so I can basically be of some use. Skill points come into play here with your different categories. You start off with only a couple. You start off actually with survival, research, and civics. Those are only 3. And from there, you'll use your skill points to unlock various levels of things. So in here, you'll see that I've personally unlocked quite a bit. I've unlocked the carpentry research, which I've continued here into woodworking and paper milling, and so on and so forth. I've also put a lot of points into survival. So I've maxed out my hunting, which basically makes my arrows do the most amount of damage I can in the game. Still takes 4 arrows to take down a bison, and archery is a pain. I'm sure it's something that they're going to work on later, but at this current time, I think they have more pressing matters to deal with. I've put some points into masonry to unlock the ability to shape stone, as well as smithing so that I could make tools. In fact, I made a road tool here. I also made one for Cage, because I know Cage is definitely done. I played around a bit with roads, pretty neat. Carts that you use to pull materials over the roads are a little buggy. I don't know if it's here, I'll show you. This road here, I actually got a cart stuck, and it's gone. It's where I was standing right here. I flipped it over, so it was upside down. I couldn't really do anything with it. I ended up getting, we restarted the server. I got back on. It disappeared, and I don't know what happened to it. So it'd be hidden inside one of the rocks here. I might mine in and find it. I might not. So that's let's just say that's a lost cause for now. I'll make another one to see if I can't. I doubt Cage stole it, but I'm going to give him shit because maybe he stole my cart. Coming from this side here, he's doing that to show off. I'm going to give him a hard time. Anyways, what I've been doing on the servers, I've been focusing on making crafting resources available for people so that Cage and Game Edge don't have to spend a lot of time grinding to get various tables to do what they want to do. So I call this my Beachhead crafting resort. I started off with a small Unabomber shack. It only had these 2 tables in it. I went ahead and expanded and put these other optional things in. Chairs and tables actually decrease the amount of time it takes to craft items. Then you have these sanding blocks, or what the worktable bench in front of me is called, and you have bookshelves. Bookshelves work. They do decrease the amount of time it takes to craft items. Sanding blocks are supposed to decrease the amount of time, or the amount of materials you use by 20%. You can have up to 3 in a building, which means by 60%. It's not doing anything, so I don't know if it's not implemented yet. Maybe they don't mean 20%, maybe they mean 2%. In that case, I'm not sure if it's working, but we'll find out. It is alpha. They're doing a pretty good job. Don't have too many complaints. Just would like some communication on what is supposed to work and what isn't supposed to work. I was able to make this sawmill here, which lets me make lumber, so we can do some advanced stuff with wood. This station here is for making roads. Real quick. You make asphalt roads once you unlock them. I've made a lot of dirt ramps and dirt roads. There's some dirt road blocks. Dirt road blocks are extremely important before you get the road tool down here, because that's the only way you can put roads down is by digging up the dirt and then placing one of those down. The road tool is cool because you just go over top of the piece of dirt and you use the tool. 50 calories up of your calories down here, but it turns it into a road block, and it makes it way faster. Just carry some food and you make a bunch of stuff. I put 2 chests here. I had some carpentry items that I created and some raw materials that I collected that just for anyone to use if they need it. We've got our carpentry desk here. This is where a lot of cool stuff is made. You make the sawmill, which then unlocks the ability to make lumber. Put it in the same room, so now I can do lumber on this one. What else? Made the Wainwright table from here. I can make a kitchen for Pam later on. There's boards are used as materials for other things. I can make barrels now. I just haven't made any yet. Wonder if stuff in it and then carry it, because if I can, that'd be awesome. Anyways, something I'll have to test. Lumber for Rubes, machine shops when we get that. I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff that can be unlocked in this game. Upstairs, I have a masonry table, and that's going to be where we're going to work on things like pitch. Masonry pitch will be used to make this mortared stone, and also be used to make brick later on. I can make a stone road here. I believe I can make that down there as well. Kiln. I can make a stove. I have made a bakery oven for Pam, I think. I made a bakery oven for Pam. I don't know where I put it, though, so that's not good. I'll find it, though. Anyways, we can make a town hall once we get elections. Stone brazier. I'm not going to say that properly. There's a lot of vowels in it. Basically, it's a pedestal that burns stuff to create light. I made Pam a mill and I threw it in her house, so I don't know if she's seen that yet or if it's pissed her off that I put it in her house without her knowledge. We both have hammers. We can move it if necessary. Other than that, that's pretty much what I have to show. I do have my private mine over here, kind of keeping this a little secretive, so people don't get to go into my... that goes down pretty far. That's kind of my little lab area that I do some really cool stuff in that I've locked people out of, and I'm not going to show that on camera. And then there is just the great unknown underneath us. It's been pretty interesting. The mining in this game is excessively difficult because everything that you mine, you have to pull out. You can't just dump it into a big pile. You got to go put it in a chest or do something else with it. So you pull a thing of stone out. You can't pull another thing of stone out till you get rid of that one. So it's cumbersome and it takes a lot of time. So what I was working on is I took those pieces of road that I made in the bench and I put them here. That's what I'm walking on right now. I didn't like the fact it was so far above the water. So one cool thing, because I wanted to build a bridge across here, one cool thing that you can do in this game is there is gravity on blocks. It affects stone and dirt for sure. I believe it may affect sand, but I don't remember for sure. What you do is you'll get your shovel out and say I'd get a piece of dirt, and then I would go and I'd actually place it on the edge of this block here, and because there's nothing underneath it, it would fall. And then I could go ahead and use the road tool to make the road in the water. That's what I did here. I ate up a lot of calories, and I didn't get a chance to finish it before... So it's a work in progress. I want to make that road go all the way across. It's supposed to be 4x4. 4x4. And it is, just perspective, sorry. Kinda got a little lost there. Well, other than that, I mean, you just work through the skill system, and you're going to go ahead and build items up. There's some items you create that create kind of like an industrial waste. That industrial waste will in fact poison plants and whatnot. So you got to find a way to contain that. I may or may not have had to do that. I'm not going to say right now, but we'll find out eventually. In terms of what everybody else is doing, we rely on Pam for food. I said Pam goes ham on cooking in my episode 5, I believe. So we're waiting for her to become a Michelin star chef so she can provide us all the fun, yummy stuff to eat. I'm going to go ahead and work on getting some stuff. Go into the storage. We have a variety of things that will increase various nutrition levels, and once your calories are full, your stomach's full, so you can't add any more. So I need a little more vitamins, a little more carbs, and I'll need to make sure I balance everything out. So this has a good vitamin, carb, and calorie count. So you can see I accidentally ate 2. I only meant to eat 1, but I right-clicked twice. So my skill points per hour went up quite a bit and then down because I shouldn't have I've overeaten on my vitamins and carbs. What I need to do is try to even that out. So the next step is to look at my protein and fat. The sausage has a higher fat content versus the campfire roast has a higher protein content. Well, I need a little bit more fat than protein. So I'm at 2,200 calories. I just ate one of those. Need a little bit more fat. And sausage, if I can eat one of those. Go ahead and do at 165. That's actually the highest I've been. Need to get some vitamins up, and I only have a couple more things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put in my campfire. I have some huckleberry. Very high on the vitamins. A little out of balance too much. 165 skill points a day is actually pretty good for what I've been. So I put my seeds up here so anyone can come grab seeds if they want to. I've been holding this in private storage right now because I sold probably about 40 bison at one point. Get some tallow and stuff to work with. Right one. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I think we're as close as I'm gonna get right now. Think of what else we can go over in this episode. I just want to give you an idea of nutrition. Everything costs calories. It's kind of like not your hit points, but your ability to do work. Once you go to 0 calories, you can't do anything anymore. I'm trying to think of what else. Problems with some chat. When the game crashes, if it crashes back to the server list, you see chat or anything on your game. Have to exit out of the game completely and go back. That's just a bug that they got to work out. It's not that big of a deal. Got a couple things I want to do. I had my cart disappear, and I don't want to get another cart out if I don't have to. I was hoping this one would. But I want to tunnel through here completely. I want to go all the way through. Because on the other side I have a mine that I built. I'll actually take you over. What I want to do. I'd like to have a road. Looks like Cage might be messing with some roads. I want to build a road all the way through. That's one of my boxes I do, logging. Oh. Good. We need more trees to grow back. I built this over here. This is just a bridge over to my little shack, and I want to go across. I want to go through that mountain all the way over on this side, and I want a road to come over here so that I can haul away some ore that I found down here. So down in this mine, that stuff right there that we see here, that is iron ore. Smelt it down, and to give you the iron ingots, and then I don't have any in here, but I've got a lot of stone I need to haul back. Various things out of stone. Let's see, and then basically down here, I dug down here because what I'm going to do is go underneath the river. I'm below the water level now, so if I go this way, I'll actually run into a gold deposit that's on the beach on the other side, so I'll be able to get some gold. I tried to put the wood wall here to remind myself, don't mine that way, because if I cut over there, I'm going to flood out the mine. And in this game, water is king. Water will destroy things, and it's really hard time to get rid of water. You can do kind of like the Minecraft thing where you drop some basic down and fill in the entire area, and then if you cut off the flow of water, it will not, all those water blocks will get destroyed. But it's really time consuming, and it's pretty difficult in this game, to be honest with you. That being said, I'm going to cut this episode really short. I mean, we've been going for about 15, 16 minutes. I don't have a whole lot more to talk about on the same subject of the game. I'm sure that we're going to have to unlock more as we go on, but I got to think about what to do for the second episode. I'm trying to think of what I can do other than just gather, because really all I've been doing is gathering and building up stuff for people, or building these roads out. And I don't know if anyone's really interested in watching cut trees, dig up, under earth or whatever, and I don't know. We'll go from there. Well, anyways, I appreciate you guys coming out, taking a look at this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll do what I can to actually to respond. I have a just normal everyday job. I got a family, so I might not be as timely on my responses as other people, but I will do my best to get back to you. So until later, until next time, you guys have a great day.